Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd bring you along and show you what I do with magazines, just because I was going to do it anyway and thought you may as well see what I do. I'm working on this collage piece which is all purple colours. I like to do this, I take a sheet of, this is a sketchbook type paper, and I pick a colour and I collage all pieces of that colour that I've got from magazines. I've done green, red, pink, etc. I've got this purple one. I've had it on the go for quite a while because I've found it's actually quite hard to find pieces of purple. But I want to cut this up and send some to a person who wants some purple stuff. So I need to get it finished, and as you see I've just got a few white patches around that I need to fill. I like to add book pages and just to add a bit of interest. This is a little dictionary, I think, illustrated dictionary page, old one. So I've got this magazine here, and I've got so many magazines I really need to cull some. So the quicker I can actually harvest what I want out of them and then put the rest in recycling, the better. So let's hope there's some purple in here, and as I go through I'll cut out anything that strikes me. I have certain things I collect, like animals, flowers, interesting bits like vases or perfume or shoes or keys, watches, clocks, kind of, you know, things that could be steampunkish or just technically interesting. I collect textures, colours. You'll see as I go through anyway. So it's nothing really on the front that strikes me. I haven't looked at one of these magazines before, so it'll be interesting to see what I find. So nothing really on the front, inside front cover. I do like the bride. I might grab her, and I always check both sides just to make sure there's nothing on the other side that I like better. So normally I'd cut them out as I go, fussy cut them, and I've got my small scissors here that I use, but I'm just going to, because I haven't got a lot of time, battery's running out and I'm waiting on my husband to come pick me up, and I don't want to keep you too long, I'm just going to rough cut them and worry about doing them properly later. I do collect photos of some food, but not all food. I also like chairs, but I've got to like the chair as well, so I don't cut out every chair I see. Hopefully I'll find enough in this to make this video interesting, otherwise it could be a bit of a flop. I also cut out words, text, things like that that I see, that I like, that I think I can use. Gee, haven't found much so far. That's kind of cool, I like that. Yep, I'll cut that out. This one, I think if I cut round in a circle, it could make a really interesting element, which I could layer or just leave as is. So far we've only got two things. Oh dear. Hope it's more. But I have got a huge supply of magazines just to my right, so if there's not enough, we'll just grab another one. Right, I want that. Oops. Yeah. See, it's not a pretty process. Hack and slash. Have to be a little bit more careful when there's something next to it or on the back page that I want, but otherwise it's just like grab what you want, move on. Life is too short to worry about every little thing. Oh, that's pretty, I like that. Yep. Now that's for a shopping centre that my husband, oh I like that one as well, that my husband and I went to last Thursday, as it happens. There's actually a really nice, almost watermark type pattern in the background, but I think it's a bit too pale to actually do anything with. If you see purple, yell out. I know I can't hear you, but yell out anyway. Say there's purple. Oh, that's pink, but there's purple here. Look at that, guys. I'm just going to tear that bit out. Is that purple or blue? Take a little bit of that. You find it's really hard to tell sometimes the difference between purple, blue and pink. It's, yeah, interesting. Oh, more purple. We've got purple. The trick to when I'm doing this is to not get too carried away with one thing that I forget everything else that I'm actually looking for. And that's where sometimes it's good to go a second time. I hope that tearing's not too loud. I only just thought of that. So hopefully that's not horribly loud. Oh, there's some purple stuff, but how to focus and not very. I might just take that word artists. I could probably cut it down to artist. Ooh, colours. Look at all the pretty colours. Where is that for? I'm getting sidetracked here. So easy to do. No, it's not anywhere I've been, I don't think. Now, is this, can you see that in the frame? Is that pink or is it purple? Could be called purple, couldn't it? So let's take a bit of that. Ooh, these are pretty. It's such a large magazine. I don't know if it's all in frame or not. Can you see those couple of cufflinks, I think? Cufflinks, earrings? I don't know. Anyway, really cool. I think they're earrings. I just want, whoops, I've got a couple of pages. Just want to tear it down to there, and they'll be really nice, fussy cut. Might take the next ones as well, just because I'm there. Oh, and the word glamour. And look at all these shoes. I'm not a shoe person. I've actually only got one pair of shoes that I wear because I've got a bung ankle. So I can't wear really nice shoes, you know, heels or anything. I just can't do it. But I know lots of other people are shoe people, and pictures of shoes can come in really handy. Just pop that over the side because I just cut out the whole sheet. Right, I think we'll just leave it there for the moment. Now what I do when I'm doing this collaging is the bits that I've already gone through, and I know I'm not going to go back through this particular magazine, is I glue on it. That's where I use to glue. So I start tearing, and when I do these collages I try and work from the outside in, so the only straight edges I have are on the edge. So I've only got one small one over here and this one over here left to do on the edge. So we'll just grab a tiny little fragment and always just pop it on just to check it covers everything I need, and we'll glue it down. It's pretty close to that colour, and I try not to get ones that are too close together because then it's harder to see the difference. But I just wanted to get that last little bit done, and this little bit over here, put that one there. Sorry, you're probably getting my arm in the frame as I reach across. I'm still really new to this videoing stuff, so, and if the video abruptly stops, it's either because my husband walked in or because the phone's out of juice on the battery. So we will see what happens. It won't be a long video anyway, just give you the idea. And then I usually have a rubbish bin beside me for the bits that can't do anything with. But I'm in a different room at the moment, so I haven't got a rubbish bin with me. Now we'll just tear a long strip to cover that bit. So yeah, don't worry, overlap it, it all adds to the texture and to the look. And maybe I need to do another video to show you what I then do with the sheets once it's finished. If you think that's a good idea and you've seen this video, let me know. It's always good to know whether people actually want to see what you video, because I don't really like talking to myself, not like this anyway. That can go there. So I don't know if anybody else does this. Have you seen it before? Do you do it yourself? What do you do with your pieces if you do this? Do you think you will do this as an idea? I find it quite fun, especially in front of TV. I really like things that you can do in front of TV because I don't like doing nothing. I like to have something to do with my hands. Yep, sometimes you've got to just work the pieces and make sure they cover all the white patch. And it can be really fine sometimes as to which way you hold your tongue, so to speak, as to whether it does or not. At worst, you can just go in with another little fragment and put it over top. Right, I'm really pleased with how this is going. It's almost there. I probably won't get it finished in this video though. And as I'm getting towards the end, I'm kind of getting a bit less precise, a bit more just slap it on. If it covers, slap it on. Don't worry too much about trying to make the piece fit. And I usually tend to do that. It's like getting to the end, it's like, come on, just finish it, just finish it. And I'm at that stage now, really. I just want to finish it. So I'm making my pieces quite big to cover the gaps. But it also helps strengthen the paper as well. The more layers you have on it, the sturdier it's going to be, because the base paper itself is not that thick. So, you know, it's quite flimsy. It's a lot more flimsy with the stuff over top of it. But it's still not like it's nowhere near cardstock sort of weight. So if you do this and you want something a bit sturdier, then maybe you want to do it on cardstock base, or maybe a old cereal pack or packaging, cardboard packaging, and then you can collage on the back with some paper for writing on. Some of these pages I did collage the back as well, because it was actually from a foster child we had from when he was 2, and he had scribbled. So I had to cover some of the backs because they had scribbles on them. We can make that fit, hopefully. So you want to cover the gaps, but I don't want to cover completely any other layer. You know, if I can cover some of it, but I don't want to completely cover it. 1, because that seems like a waste of time, and 2, you're taking away some of that texture and the difference in colours and shades of colour. So in this one there's some green and some yellow that just were in the flowers or the backgrounds of the pictures that I'm using. And I don't mind just those little touches. And there's some writing in some of it too, some of the pieces I've used. I can't see the piece I used. There's a piece here, and a piece there, and a piece there. It's got purple writing on a purple background, so I thought that was really cool. So I took enough of the text to add interest, but not enough that you could actually read what was written there. Okay, that one can go there. And when your glue page you're gluing on gets too gluey, then you just flip it over, because I think the area I'm working in is getting a little bit gluey. Probably not going to cut anything on that, so I'll just turn it over. Sorry if I'm out of camera when I'm doing the gluing. I have no idea whether I am or not, but you know how to glue anyway. It's not like I'm teaching you anything. I think you get the idea. Now I just like building it up with really random shapes, interesting shapes. Makes it really fun, I think. And then once it's all chopped up, it's, you know, it's got a bit of this and a bit of that, even though I'm using quite small pieces. You could do this with larger pieces if you wanted, if you had the colours that you wanted. Or you could do it with tiny little scraps. I just try and grab whatever I can that's in the colour that I'm working on. And I sometimes work on more than one at once. I'll have a few different colours and I'll sit there, and as I find a colour I'll add it to the page and then just keep going. So yeah, quite fun in front of TV, I think. I do believe that I listen to more TV than what I watch. And no, that doesn't want to fit there. So you do end up with quite a few little bits that you just tear off trying to make something fit. Right, that fits now. As long as I put it down the right way to cover everything. Oops. There we go. So I think I'll call it quits there in case the battery runs out, and I think you've got the idea now anyway. So that's my page so far. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little gaps to go. Hopefully I'll have that done before my husband arrives. Okay, thanks for watching, and if you want to see what I do with this once I've finished collaging it, then leave me a comment. Give me a like if you like this video, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and hopefully I'll see you back next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.